Well, this is my favorite 9/11 clip. I played it 2 weeks ago. It's from the Greg Kelly Show on Newsmax. He had the day off. Here is his fill-in host talking to Trump's attorney, Alina Habba.
I remember, I'm old enough to remember that when the 9/11 terror attacks happened, Trump raced down to ground zero. He used his own money to help pay for recovery efforts. He was a hero. He was a hero to America, to New York.
Yes. Who can forget? And I have tape of Trump in his apartment, cowering in the corner, calling into WOR. Here is Donald Trump racing down to, racing under his bed and calling into WOR. It's a local television station.
Donald, you have one of the landmark buildings down in the financial district, 40 Wall Street. Did you have any damage, or did you know what's happened down there?
Well, it was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest.
That's a lie. Even that's a lie. Not only is it tasteless, but it's a lie. This is from the Washington Post 2 years ago. Headline: on 9/11, Trump pointed out he now had the tallest building in Lower Manhattan. He didn't. This is from the Washington Post 2 years ago. The Council on Tall Buildings and Urban Habitat tracks skyscrapers around the world. As of this moment, Trump's building at 40 Wall Street, called the Trump Building, is the 32nd tallest building that either stands in New York City or is slated to be built there. You got to believe. You got to believe. Even if he's a liar, you have to believe in him because he's God's chosen. This is MAGA Pastor Shane Vaughn, and he reminds us that Trump is the chosen one. Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I played you that clip last week when she was the White House spokesperson. She said, Trump is the chosen one. Jesus, God picked Donald Trump, and you got to believe no matter what. Go ahead, MAGA Pastor Shane Vaughn.
I had a man literally leave my church this week because I mentioned Donald Trump in the pulpit, mixing religion and politics. Let me tell you something. I hope I lose everybody if that's what they live for, because God called me to stand up for America, to stand up for Donald Trump, and it'll be a cold day in the gates of hell before I ever shut up. Everybody can leave.
Amen, brother. Please continue.
The problem with preachers, they're scared to death to mix politics with religion. You cannot separate politics from religion. They are one and the same.
So you are against separation of church and state because why?
You cannot separate politics from religion.
I see. And Donald Trump, God's chosen, Jesus's brother, really, he's working the evangelical vote. They love him. They are sticking with him. Here is God's chosen, Donald Trump, over the weekend, speaking to a crowd in North Dakota or East Dakota, one of the territories we should never have given a state to, or at least doesn't deserve two senators each. Here is God's chosen.
Remember, the Democrats are the radicals on this issue because they're willing to kill babies in their 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th month, and even after birth. They're willing to kill babies. So when politicians talk about this, they have to say that they're the extremists, because if you're willing to take a baby out of the womb in the 8th month or the 9th month or after the baby's born. Remember that crazy governor, the past governor from Virginia, where he said, when the baby's born, you make a decision.
This is why religion belongs in the public square, because it elevates political discourse. Right, Pastor Shane Vaughn?
Dead babies.
That's right. Trump Hotel is in Chicago. There's a Trump hotel is in Chicago, and it's being fined $12 million for sucking 20 millions of gallons out of the Chicago River each day for its cooling system, and then pumping 20 million gallons of water back into the Chicago River. That was agreed upon. What wasn't agreed upon was that the 20 million gallons of water that they were going to pump back into the Chicago River would be a temperature so high it killed the fish in the Chicago River, resulting in
Dead babies.
Yes, dead babies. The Attorney General of Illinois wants Trump to pay $12 million in fines. Trump says his insurance companies should cover this, but a district judge on Monday ruled, no, it's not covered by your insurance. Pay up. Well, this man is being persecuted. God's chosen, Donald Trump, is being persecuted. And it's times like these when I call upon Pastor Joshua Feuerstein. Pastor Feuerstein, they're coming for Trump. All these indictments and fines. Tell us what to believe in.
You don't have to wear the mask. You got Jesus. You don't need the vaccine. You got Jesus.
Yeah. You don't need the mask. You got Jesus. You don't need the vaccine. You got Jesus. And COVID. Let's go to MyPillow's CEO, the MyPillow guy, Mike Lindell. The state attorney general, Mike Lindell, and I don't know if you can see the cross around Mike Lindell. He likes to wear the cross. He's very religious. He's a sweet man. Mike Lindell, the state attorney general of Illinois, wants to fine Donald Trump, God's chosen one, for dumping 20 million gallons of scalding water into the Chicago River.
How dare him?
How dare him? How dare him? That's right. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the Chicago State Attorney General?
Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. What a good Christian soldier you are. Pastor Shane Vaughn, your thoughts on the Illinois Attorney General imposing a $12 million fine on God's chosen one.
Dead babies.
That's right, dead babies. Well, last week we reported on Senator Tim Scott, the South Carolina Republican who wants to be the nominee for president, even though he's black. And Republicans, I don't know if you know this, hate black people. It's a party of racists. I mean, they really, really hate black people. And the one thing Republicans hate more than black people are unmarried black men. Tim Scott is black and he hasn't found the right woman. And now conservative donors are saying they don't want to give him any money because he's not married. He's not even engaged. So on Monday, Tim Scott went on Fox News to set the record straight. And by record, I mean him. And by straight, I don't mean him.
What is your status?
Well, obviously, at this point, I'm taken. I have a wonderful girlfriend, and we have a wonderful relationship. The good news is God has blessed me with a smart Christian woman. That's great news.
That's great news. God blessed you with a Christian woman. Let me guess. Is it Mercedes Schlapp's twin sister? Could it be Matt Schlapp's wife? Does Mercedes Schlapp have a twin sister? Go on. Tim Scott, who's a confirmed bachelor, was a virgin, a proud virgin until he was 30. And go on, explain.
We met your mom. Will we meet her? Will we meet your girlfriend?
You will, of course, at some point.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we're going to meet his girlfriend just as soon as she fills out the same non-disclosure forms Phyllis Gates had to sign before she married Rock Hudson. Sorry. I find it funny when people hate who they are. Tim Scott hates who he is, and he's dangerous.